Wednesday Night Baseball is alive and on the air and on the show. And now here is John Baker to bring us our Wednesday night broadcast. Thank you, Bob, and a good Wednesday evening to everybody as we welcome you to Texas League Baseball here in South Texas. It is the second game of our six-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Well, it's Military Appreciation Night Wednesday as we salute those in uniform, those that are protecting us, like our police, our firefighters, and those that serves in the medical field, such as our doctors and nurses, and those that work protecting our nation, such as our military and our Army, our Navy, our everything, and so far pretty good on that. Well, anyway, we thank you for coming into our live broadcast as we bring you the second game of our 6 games tonight. And so far, if you are active military, and you could come into the game for free here this evening. Well, Flying Chanclas are back tomorrow night and Friday as we continue the series against Midland. And so far, going to be a pretty good series thus far. Saturday night will be our drone show, as evidently our post-game fireworks extravaganza could be canceled if we don't have any rain, but evidently with hot temperatures, we just can't take any chances as we go through this one. Series wraps up Sunday night as we get going on that, and then it is off to Frisco to take on. Well, anyway, last night, San Antonio took the win in a 5-0 victory. And boy, I got to say, Bob, it was a pretty good game thus far. And so far, Midland trying to redeem themselves after 2 back-to-back losses. And so far, evidently, San Antonio in a 1-game winning streak against Midland. And so far tonight, Game 2 could be somewhat different. But anyway, Bob, we're just going to make this short and sweet and stuff because we are getting a little bit late. It's about 7:15 already, and so far the grounds crew are working the spots on the baseball field, and evidently they are just watering it down and making sure everything is all good. Well, anyway, we'll be right back with our proud sponsors. West Creek Trail Rides, our official partners, and so far pretty good on that. Well, anyway, we'll be right back after this one. And so far, please join us in our broadcast when we return. Well, we are back with our live broadcast of Texas League Baseball. And now here is John Baker to deliver our broadcast. So take it away, John. Well, thank you, Bob. And boy, a beautiful Wednesday night as we get going here tonight. And so far, we are just set to go for first pitch coming up right after a West Creek Trail Rides promotion.
Mission.
Well, evidently it is a sunny blue sky this evening and a few clouds. Ryan Berger is out to pitch for San Antonio tonight. The four-seam slider, changeup, two-seam, and the sweeper coming in for the Missions here this evening. And so far we are set to go. Shortstop is Irabel Angeles. We lead it off, top of the first inning, set to go. Wind up and the pitch. Here is the first pitch is in for a strike. The count now at 0-1. So far, pretty good evening, and fans are coming into this one. And that is inside for a strike 2. 0-2 the count now. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That one fouled off. Look out over there. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Called third strike, and he'll get him. And there is one down.
The second baseman, Colby Halter.
Well, that'll bring up the next batter up, Colby Halter. As he hits that one out of play foul, and the count now 0-1. No balls and 1 strike the count. And the pitch. It's right there and inside, strike 2. Boy, Berger coming into this one. He's already struck out his first batter. And now up against his second batter here this evening. Changeup fouled in the way. The count now still hanging on at 0-2 on that one. And a pitch. That one skied high in the air up to left field. Moving under it is Fabian. And that is out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19.
Well, that'll bring up the right fielder, Nate Nankiel, as he comes in. Be a 1-2-3 inning to lead off this top half of the first inning. That is in the slider. The count now 0-1. Midland in their road oranges. Pretty nice. Mission's home whites tonight. And that's an inside strike. The count now 0-2. And this first half looks like it's going to be an impeccable inning for Midland. And called third strike. Got him looking, and that will do it. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on for Midland. And we're going to the bottom of the first. San Antonio coming to bat right after this. So no score through the top half of 1. Now set for the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Mission's Baseball Network. Well, a right-hander, Jack Cushing, getting the ball for Midland here to lead off the bottom of the first. He's got a four-seam changeup curveball and a two-seam fastball. In spite of his four pitches that he'll use. But even though the left fielder, Albert Fabian, coming in, takes a strike inside. The count now at 0-1. Can hear somebody say, "Let's go, Albert," and it's just funny. And evidently I agree. Let's go, Albert. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off. The count now at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count.
Ball.
And that is a ball. Count now at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first. And time to complete the play, and that is out number 1.
The catcher, Ethan Salas.
That'll bring down Ethan Salas. And he's going to power that one up to center field, and that's a base hit. Now come out of the dugout and just hit that one straight away center. That'll bring up the center fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears coming in and ready to go. Hits that one high in the air, and that's going to get down. That's a base hit. Going to first, and he is safely across in time, and San Antonio will score in their first run. That right there is an RBI double by the third hole hitter, center fielder Joshua Mears. Marcos Castañon is coming in as he takes a strike, and the count now at 0-1. Pretty good here tonight. San Antonio could do more damage if they choose to. And that is in for a strike. The count now at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Castañon outside. And that is a wild pitch. Runner will move to third on a stolen base. And evidently that is just a big deal right there. Mears now going from second to third. Pretty good as well. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it's always good to have a stolen base because you're up 90 feet away from scoring in, and all knowingly, that's a good thing. Yeah, it sure is. Right fielder Jacob Campbell coming in.
That's a ball.
As he'll take that one down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. A lot of kids here tonight, you know. We've got a lot of boys and girls still enjoying their summer's vacation.
Wood.
Evidently, school is starting next month, and don't forget that school registration begins hopefully tomorrow or Monday this next following week. Take your little ones, and yeah, you could see your best friends come out there. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now. And the pitch. Down and in, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one's got high in the air up to center field. Moving under is the center fielder. And that's the inning. Joshua Mears gets the RBI double and puts across the run. It's the top of the second inning as San Antonio is ahead in this game, 1-0. So about set to go as Nick Kurtz will come in, and we'll be taking our little break in this one, courtesy of Westbrook Trail Rides. Top of the second inning for Midland, right ahead on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Nick Kurtz coming in as we lead off the second inning for the Rockhounds. And the pitch is in for a strike. The count now 0-1 as we are underway of inning number 2. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Fouled off, and that is seared. So no balls and 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. 1 up, 1 down here in this one. In now, Caden Trinkle.
No, that's down.
Trinkle getting down and in, and uh-oh, that's going to be an automatic balk right there. He just went down the first base.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Nick Schwartz.
Well, that'll bring up Nick Schwartz. As it takes a strike inside, the count now at 0-1. So yeah, pretty good evening thus far, and so far it is what it is. Great crowd tonight as Midland tries to win this one on the road, and so far losing last night 5-0 on a shutout finish. It's going to be right there, DeVries to Cedeno, and they get them both, and that's the half inning over. No runs, hits, or errors, and 1 left for Midland as we now head to the bottom of 2. And it is San Antonio 1, Midland 0. Now heading off to the bottom of 2. When we come back, Cole Roederer will stand in for San Antonio when we come back. Bottom half of the second inning set to go for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Cole Roederer stands in now, leading off the bottom of the second inning for San Antonio. And a pitch right there, and now to play found. The count now 0-1. Going to be a pretty good week this week. Flying Chanclas are back tomorrow night.
0-2.
Friday as well. First time around in the second half of the 2025 season, we see those funny colors of yellow, white, blue. And a little pink in there. And right there, the swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
As Roederer's down on strikes. And that'll bring up Yendry Rojas. He'll take a strike inside. And the count now at 0-1. Don't forget our last game on Sunday. These two ball clubs meet face-to-face one last time of the year.
1-1.
That is outside the countdown 1-1. Well, evidently we'll have Frisco for 12 more. We'll have Springfield for 12.
1-2.
Tulsa for at least 6. Amarillo for 6. And Corpus Christi for 6.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now to Rojas. And the pitch. That is right there and playable at first. Out number 2.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Williams.
And that'll bring in William Cedeno as he comes in. Cedeno getting ready to go, and the pitch. That one's got high in the air up to right field. And that will pretty much do for this half inning. Well, no runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. Third inning coming up. Both Swift and MacGyver will get things going in the third.
Leading off for Midland, the center fielder,
Henry Bolt, the next batter up as we head to the third inning. San Antonio up 1-0 here in this broadcast, and our proud sponsors tonight is West Creek Trail Rides, Henry's Puffy Tacos, Whataburger is served hot and fresh. They serve for 75 years. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a base hit. Midland getting on base now. And after their last inning, they've had a double play. And that'll bring in Drew Swift. Swift coming in, ready to go. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. Another base hit. Same opposite spot. And now 2 back-to-back hits. Well, 2 equal on bases. And so far, you look at those ground shots right there, and so far they just come in and get something going. Willie McIver coming in now, as that one's going to get a pass ball. And that's going to put runners at second and third here for Midland. Boy, wild pitch for Ryan Bergert. Not really good right there when you're giving those pass balls on the wild pitch. And that's an inside strike. The count now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off, and that's behind the backstop. Count now at 1-2. Here's pitch. That one fouled off. The pitch. That one's got high in the air. Castagnon at first. Gets under it, and there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Uribe on her left.
Well, that'll bring up the leadoff batter, shortstop Arabelle Angeles. 0 for 1, a strikeout the last time up. And the pitch. He is in for a strike. The count now at 0-1. This ball game could go pretty quick. Evidently, if Midland scores in some runs, then that'd be a pretty good idea. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the pitch. fouled off, and he'll see another. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. That one's got high in the air. Could be enough for an RBI. And not far enough. Just what the doctor ordered.
The batter, the second baseman, Colby Halter.
Evidently, if it was higher anywhere, it would have been playable for an RBI and a sacrifice fly. Colby Halter coming in as he'll take a strike, and the count now 0-1. 2 out, 2-1 from Midland as San Antonio tries to get out of the half inning unscathed. Fouled off, and count now 0-2. No balls, two strikes. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a base hit. Run in to score. And here comes another one. And Midland will take the lead on the RBI single, making it a 2-1 ball game. And Midland is now in front. First time in the homestand. Here is Nate Mankiel. Taking a strike, the count now 0-1. Rockhounds up by 1 run in this broadcast. And the 0-1 is in for a strike, the count now 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Fouls that one off, and see another. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. And that will do it. Well, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 1 left. And we head to the bottom of the third. Midland up 2-1. We're back here as Leo Dallas DeVries will lead it off bottom of 3 when we come back. Bottom of the third inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Leo Dallas DeVries coming in as we're set to go. Bottom of 3. And here we go. That one fouled off. The count now 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The count to play. And there's one down. Albert Fabian coming in as he's set to go. Back to the top of the lineup for San Antonio. Pitch right there, swing and a miss. The count now at 0-1. Fabian coming in, getting ready to go.
1-1.
That one right there, the count now at 1-1. And right there, the count now at 1-2. And right there, strike 3 called. And there is 2 down. Ethan Salas coming in as next batter up. And that's an inside strike. The count now at nothing and 1. 1-for-1 single last time up by Salas as he comes ready to go. That one is high in the air and that is playable, and that's the out. Right there, the play made. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. 4th inning coming up. Kurtz, Trinkle, and Schwartz will lead it when we come back in this one. Fourth inning coming up for Midland right now, the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Nick Kurtz coming in as we're set to go inning number 4. As they lead the ball game by 2-1. Again, a 2-run single. And the pitch is right there, high in the air, up to left field. Fabian doesn't move an inch as he makes the play.
Number 10, Caden Trinkle.
And that'll bring in Caden Trinkle, pinch runner in the second. Pretty good right there, and the pitch right there. And Castañon gets it in time. And there are 2 quick outs here in the half inning.
Nick Schwartz.
Nick Schwartz coming in now. Could be another make-or-break situation. And that's down and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Here's a 1-0. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, base hit to right field. So far, Midland trying to win one here on the road. And yes, Franco Park is one of the best ballparks there in Midland. And that'll bring in Henry Bolt. San Antonio's been to Franco Park 12 times this year. Evidently, they don't go back for the remainder of this year. But Midland will come and see San Antonio at least 4 more times starting tomorrow. Missions head off to Frisco, Texas. Take on the Frisco Rough Riders starting Tuesday through next Sunday this upcoming week. Midland will head home to take on the Tulsa Drillers. 6 games there at Franco. No balls and 2 strikes for Henry Bolt. 2 out, runner at first. And called, 3rd strike. He got him down. An inside job right there, as that will be no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left for Midland. We're bottom of 4, and the Rockhounds up in front, 2-1. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in. Castagnon Campbell will follow up from behind when we come back. About set to go for the bottom of 4 right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in as he is set to go. Swings and misses the initial offering, and the count now 0-1. Breaks his bat right there, straight away first, out number 1.
The first baseman, number 6, Marcos Castagnon.
Well, that'll bring up Marcos Castagnon as he's coming in 0-1 and a strikeout. Line Shankla has returned back tomorrow in action here in the second half of 2025. That one high in the air up to right field. Right fielder has it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 7.
Jacob Campbell coming in is 0-1, a flyout. That one hit high in the air, foul. The count now 0-1. Don't forget a boy and his favorite partner. in the new series called Picani, premiering Friday night, September 26th at 6:30, right here to J. Baker Flux. Also, Saturday mornings is a new season of horseback riding adventures, premiering Saturdays this October, right here to our channel. Well, 1, 2, 3, that will do for this half inning, and so far no runs, hits, or errors for San Antonio, no one on base. We head to the fifth, and it's 2-1 Midland. Drew Swift coming in as we head to the fifth. Hits that one out of play. Count now, 0-1. Well, don't forget that everybody that is military comes into this ball game for free here this evening. And that will be out for out number 1 to the right field, Campbell.
Now batting, catcher, Willie
McIver coming in, 0 for 1, a pop out. So far, just a few limited commercials here tonight. The live broadcast. Out number 2, going straight away to Campbell.
Batter, number 9, shortstop, Uribe.
And that'll bring up to the top of the lineup, Arabelle Angeles, the shortstop. Coming up now for Midland. Rockhounds up 2-1 against San Antonio. The Missions are trailing just that 1 run. Evidently trying to get another victory as they did last night. 5-0 in a shutout finish. Which that was pretty good for San Antonio, right, Bob? Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. It was a pretty good one. And San Antonio got in there and got the job done. They shut out Midland for a whole game. And, yeah, well, perfect game at that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. And there's a Miller, 1, 2, 3. But Midland still leads this ball game. It's a 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th coming up. So back here as Cole Roederer stands in. And we will be right back. Rojas Cedeno will follow in. Roederer. And this one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. For more, visit their website. Go to westcreektrailrides.com to select the day that you want to go horseback riding. And so far, the number 1 place in San Antonio is West Creek. And so far, Tuesday through Sunday, choose any day that you would love to go out and have the best day of your life. And that way, just go out and experience what positivity and what the sounds of Mother Nature is. But anyway, we lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. And stepping in, the designated hitter, Cole Roederer. Next up in front for San Antonio. And he's going to hit that one straight away short. And that is out number 1.
Third baseman, Yendry Rojas.
Yendry Rojas coming in, 0 for 1, a ground out. 2 more outs, and it'll be up to the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch, that's going to be right there. Straight away up to the pitcher, to the first baseman.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And that is out number 2.
Cedeno.
Nerwillian Cedeno coming in. Getting ready to go, and so far just a nice way of getting this one going. Swing and a miss, change up.
No balls, 1 strike.
And the count now at 0-1.
Ball outside.
That's a ball outside. The count now 1-1. Want to welcome our viewers tonight. So far, happy Wednesday
2-1.
to everybody. Military Appreciation Night underway as our military come in this broadcast, and see a guy right there in the red and white jacket. Look like he served, and so far thank all those that serve. Just thank y'all for your service, and so far that is strike 3, and that is the end of inning number 5. No runs, hits, or errors, nobody left on, and we head to the 6th. Colby, Halter, Nankiel, and Kurtz will lead off the 6th when we come back. Midland in front, 2-1. Sixth innings, ready to go for Midland here in the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. Colby Halter coming in now. 2, 3, 4 due up against Ryan Bergert. Ready to go as he'll take a strike inside. The count now at 0-1. Rockhounds looking to secure this ball game, and that way we head off into a Thursday. Flying Chanclas taking on Midland tomorrow night. Don't forget, tickets on sale now at the box office or on Bally Live. Purchase and print your tickets from home, also from your home computer, and you are good to go. That one's got high in the air up to center field. Moving under it is center fielder Mears, and that is out number 1.
The right fielder, number 19, Nate Nankiel.
Nate Nankiel coming in is 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts tonight. And the pitch right there, not a play foul. West Creek Trail Rides coming in and watching. And that's the count now at 0-2. West Creek, I've been there for over a year and a half. January 2026 will be my 2 years. And evidently love going there and filming my favorite series called Horseback Riding Adventures. 3 seasons that we watch. Evidently it is all about fun and about exploring the woodlands of West Creek on horseback. And yes, if you go through the woodlands, it'll get you in the habit of going out camping. Hey, you know what, John? I think that would be pretty good. You know, end of the season, we should go camping. Hey, great idea there, Bob. The 0-2. Called, third strike, and they'll get him down looking. No runs, hits, or errors, and nobody left on for Midland. We head now to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's 2-1 for Midland. Leo Dallas DeVries, Fabian, and Salas will lead it off for San Antonio when we come back. About set to go for the bottom half of the sixth inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Mission's Baseball Network. Leo Dallas DeVries coming in as he's set to go. Hits that one high and out of play. And the count now at 0-1. Starting to see a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings, and Midland is still in front by just a run. And right there, the count now at 0-2. Still got plenty of seats available to tonight's game, and so far, all knowingly, there is a lot. And right there, an outside boy nearly getting him. And the count now at 1-2. Few more innings of tonight's game. Don't forget Game 3 tomorrow night at first pitch 7 o'clock. Thursday is always Taco Bell value night. And right there is out number 1.
The left fielder, number 30,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night games all at 7:05. That is pretty good. That one right there, line drive to third. In straightaway is the play at first.
Catcher, Ethan.
And that is out number 2.
Dallas.
Ethan Salas coming in is 1 for 2, a single. Pretty good right there as they come on in here tonight. That one fouled off. The count now. No balls and 1 strike. Gushing through this inning is 7 straight throws. 7 fastballs in this one. That one high in the air, up to straightaway center. And that's the inning. No runs, hits, or errors. Nobody left on for San Antonio. On now to inning number 7. Trinkle, Schwartz, and Bolt will lead it off for Midland when we come back. Top of 7 coming up. Seventh inning for Midland, straight ahead. Right now, the Mission's Baseball Network. Well, Caden Trinkle coming in as we lead off the 7th inning. Midland down to their final 9 outs. As that is taken in for a cold strike. The count now 0-1. 5, 6, 7 due up against Ryan Bergert. And that's going to be a line drive up to the right field. That is a base hit. So far, Rockhounds trying to win one here on the road in San Antonio. And that'll bring up the next batter up is Nick Schwartz. Coming in 1 for 2, a single. Boy, don't you just absolutely love baseball season? It is one of the greatest sports that I really love. After my uncle passed away back in 2017, evidently it was pretty much one of my favorite sports. I remember him taking us out to a ball game there in Midland, and evidently caught a free t-shirt, and yeah, he gave it to me. Had the Rockhounds logo on there. It's pretty much their old logo that they used to have. RH was a orange type logo, little red mixed in. You mean like a fire orange, right, John? Yeah. Henry Bolt coming in, 1 out, 1 on, and that's going to be lofted high in the air up to left field, and that'll go up to the bleachers there in the left. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that one is out of play, and the countdown 0-2. You remember the old Rockhounds logo, you know, where Midland had their road uniforms? It was a blue and gray type road jersey. Oh yeah, I remember that. And right there, called 3rd strike. And that is out number 2. Drew Swift coming in now. Still a lot of daylight as we go through the top half of the 7th inning. Usually it'd be dark right now. That one high fly in the air. Mears in pursuit, makes the play, ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on for Midland. And it's time to get up a stretch. The Rockhounds out in front, 2-1. Mears, Castagnon, and Campbell will lead it off when we start the bottom of 7 when we come back. Well, hope you enjoyed your seventh inning stretch, but we are back for the bottom of the seventh inning for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. Joshua Mears leading it off. Bottom half of 7. Ball game going quick, a lot of zeros.
That's the ball.
And that is missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, we got activity in the bullpen. Stevie Emanuels, Shohei Tomokioka is warming up for the Rockhounds. That is fouled off. The count now 1-1. This is what happens if you have a lot of zeros and ball game going nice and quick.
1-2.
Daylight still looming around, and that's pretty good. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. If you can see going home, that's pretty good. Beautiful sunset. Usually this time around it would be dark this evening, but
2-2.
Midland doing really good. Top of the third inning, 2 runs on that single, which that was pretty good. That's a strikeout.
The first baseman, number 6.
Marcos Castellon coming in now. Gotta say, pretty good on that. And the pitch. That is right there, high in the air. Moving under it, the left fielder runs it down, and there's out number 2. Jacob Campbell coming in is 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. Oh, goodness.
1-0.
That one is high and outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 8th inning coming up for Midland. 1 more out to go for San Antonio, and that's going to be lofted high in the air and out of play. So the count now at 1-1. And that's a changeup right inside. The count now 1-2. Thursday night baseball. Flying Chanclas taking on the Rockhounds tomorrow night, 7:05. First pitch. Gates open at 6, so that gives y'all an hour to get what y'all need and take your seats for tonight's gameplay. That is right there. And that is out number 3 from the short to first, and that will do it. 9-1-2, MacGyver, Angeles, and Halter will lead off the 8th inning. Midland in front, 2-1. And we're back here as Willie MacGyver steps in first for the 8th inning coming up. Eighth inning coming up for Midland right now in the Rockhounds here in the San Antonio Mission Baseball Network. Willie McIver coming in now as, boy, already 73 pitches in for San Antonio starter Ryan Burgert. Burgert could go 8 innings.
1-1.
And the slider is outside. The count now 1-1. 2008-94. Boy, great crowd tonight. Lean off a Wednesday evening. Here's the 1-1. Right there, swing and a miss. The count now 1-2. So pretty good as we get the evening going. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout again for Burgert.
Number 9, shortstop.
Shortstop is Arabelle Angeles, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And it looks like that's going to do for our starter, Ryan Burgert. And here comes the manager, as that will pretty much do. No need to overwork this guy, as knowing he was in the early stages of seeing some fatigue come in.
For the mission,
But anyway, they'll turn to a left-hander, Jason Blanchard, as he will get the top of the 8th inning to do for San Antonio. 4-seam slider, changeup, and a 2-seam fastball coming in for the San Antonio Missions. Jason Blanchard, now pitching for San Antonio, will face up Arabelle Angeles. That's going to be right there, line drive. That is a base hit. Coming in and hitting the first pitch he
the
sees.
second baseman, Colby Halter.
And that'll bring in Colby Halter. Boy, final 5 outs for Midland.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Halter will miss that one as 1 for 3, 2 RBI single back in the 3rd. No balls and 1 strike to him. Runner at first and 1 away here on this Wednesday night. That one fouled off. The count now 0-2. Join us tomorrow for Game 3 of our 6-game set. Starting tomorrow night, 7:05. Gates open 6 o'clock. Flying Chonkless return out, and that got him right in the groin. I would have been in pain on that play. Well, Nate Nankiel coming in, and on that last play, that is a infield single. Just get him right on the side. Good thing it wasn't higher up like his face even, though. The 0-1. Yeah, I know. Some of those pitchers could get comebackers. Evidently, I've seen some in the major leagues that got hit in the face and, boy, broke their nose. They had to be out of the ball game. And, yeah, broken nose.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nick.
And so far, yeah, a lot of injury comes back from a baseball coming back to the pitcher. That for sure. Nick Kurtz coming in now. 2-1-2 out here in the top of the 8th inning for Midland. Ball game going quick in this one. Pretty good thing that it is. We are now 8:45 on this evening. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss right there. And that is the out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on for Midland. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rockhounds out 2-1.
Now
We'll have our right-hander come in, and we'll be right back for our proud broadcast of West Creek Trail Rides in the great city of San Antonio. Join us Tuesday through Sunday as we give you guided horseback for just 1 hour. You could come and sponsor the Great West Creek Trail Rides Ranch, and that way get more business that way. And so far, tell us what your experience is by leaving Google reviews, and also just come and tell us yourself how you would experience that horseback ride. Well, anyway, bottom half of the 8th inning set to go in just a couple of seconds, and we'll take station identification here. KKYX are great country and music legends. And yes, we are going to have a concert before too long here at Wolf Stadium as we welcome you country singer Tracy Lawrence as he'll come in and do some singing for us. And yes, if you ever hear his great music, well, evidently, he could turn into a cowboy riding a horse. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. When you think about riding horses, which you always do during the weekends, that is pretty good. Yeah, it sure is. Well, anyway, we're about set to go for the bottom of the 8th inning, and we are set for a right-hander like Stevie Emmanuel's coming in. Don't forget, we do have a concert coming the first week of August as we take on the visiting Springfield Cardinals.
Leading off for San Antonio.
And that will be our one homestand against the St. Louis Cardinals affiliate. Here is the designated hitter, Cole Roederer. He stands in. Takes that one outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Santos and Tomokioka warming up as two right-handers for Midland starts going. Absolutely love Tracy Lawrence. He didn't beat his wife, did he? What? No, I don't think he did. People say that he did, but I don't think that's true. I think, number one, that is a lie.
Now batting, the third baseman.
But evidently, you can look that up on Google. And yeah, we could do that real quick. So here is Yendry Rojas as he comes in. And evidently, we will definitely see if that is true or not. Evidently.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Oh, wow. So he did. Tracy Lawrence was accused of and convicted of misdemeanor battery for spousal abuse in 1998. He was ordered to pay a $500 fine to a woman's shelter, according to the Encyclopedia of Arkansas. So, nobody lied. That's a good thing. Because if somebody lied to me like that, I would not be a happy camper. Yeah, I gotta say, John, I wouldn't be a happy camper either if somebody just flat up lied like that. Yeah, probably one of my co-workers would say that. Well, anyway, that ends at no runs, hits, or errors, nobody left on. We head now to the 9th inning. Midland in front, 2-1. So we are back right after a commercial message, final inning of the day. And so far, Trinkle, Schwartz, and Bolt will lead it off for the Rockhounds when we come back. Horseback Riding Adventures is his new season, starting Saturday mornings this October, right here at the Baker J Studios, part of J Baker Vlogs. Thank you, Bob, and we welcome you back to the top of the ninth inning. Set to go, Caden Trinkle, 5-6-7, due up against the reliever, Jason Blanchard.
That's a ball.
That one is outside. The count now at 1 ball and no strikes. Both sides 3 outs apiece here in this evening, and that's a swing and a miss. The count now at 1-1.
One strike.
Ball game going quick tonight. Close to 9 o'clock here on this fine evening. Sun going down, and yes, stadium lights are now taking full effect on this evening. 1-2. That one fouled off and still season though. Evidently, any day now, it will be the 2026 schedule release. That one is lifted high in the air. And right to right field. Boy, Campbell hit the wall catching that one.
Designated hitter, Nick.
And that is out number 1. Nick Schwartz 1 for 3, single last time up. So far, pretty good night for Midland. They have a 1-run lead against San Antonio. And that's at the center field. Joshua Mears intercepts it. And that is out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Henry Bolts.
Henry Bolt coming in, 1 for 3. So yes, the time when Springfield is in town is when we'll see country legend Tracy Lawrence come to town. So far, turning 57 on January 27th, which that is his birthday. Right there, Cedeno, right the first to Castañon, and that ends the half inning. Well, San Antonio has one more chance to win it here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Midland in front, 2-1. So we're back here as a right-hander will get going for the Rockhounds. They'll lead off the bottom of 9 when we come back. It's 2-1 Midland. Bottom half of the ninth inning set to go for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network.
Now pitching for Midland.
Pedro Santos, a right-hander, getting the closing door assignment. Four-seam cutter, 12-6 curve, circle change, and a sinker. Will come in pitching for Midland in the bottom of inning number 9. 9-1-2, Leo Dallas DeVries will come up first. Winning run now on deck for San Antonio. That one lofted high in the air, and that is out number 1. One pitch, one high fly, and no doubt about it, San Antonio down to their final 2 outs of the evening. Leadoff batter, Albert Fabian coming in. Still a little light left over, and yes, sun has gone down, and we have seen a pretty good day thus far. Yeah, I gotta say, John, we've absolutely have. Well, right there in the count now at no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get right over the head. That's a base hit. Man, and San Antonio coming in and getting one.
Now batting, the catcher, Ethan Salas.
Ethan Salas coming in. Boy, and watch out for the next batter up. That's center fielder Joshua Mears. Takes that one in for a strike. And the count now at 0-1. Mears, the last couple of nights, have hit some pretty good home runs thus far, especially during the series last week against Amarillo. And the count now 1-1. Well, we'll go ahead and give you some final scores as we go through this one. That one is outside. The count now at 2-1. Valley Live, the official minor league baseball app. Download that from Google Play. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through. And San Antonio threatening here in this one. Boy, a home run would knock in the winning run and close the game off, as that would be a 1-run victory for San Antonio. Missions close to their 54th of the year. Tying it up would be crucial, but hitting a home run out of here would literally put the game to a finishing point. No balls, 1 strike. Second and third, here's the pitch. And that is going to be right there out of play. The count now at 0-2 to Joshua Mears. Look out, boys. Here comes the big bad guy right here. And that is right there. Throw down the first easy play out there. And San Antonio down to their final out here in this one.
First baseman, Marco Castanon.
First baseman is Marcos Castanon. Frisco winning against Wichita tonight. Final 3-0. Amarillo getting a win. They beat Corpus Christi final 8-7. Northwest Arkansas 3-2 against the Arkansas Travelers. Springfield winning their 59th 4-0. Which that is pretty good. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. That's a base hit. And here comes the winning run in the score. And they will walk it off. Boy, 2 runs in to score. And that's what you call a great comeback. That is win number 54 against Midland. And that, my friends, another night completed here in the Texas League. Yo, don't forget Flying Chancla's coming home tonight. Or should I say tomorrow evening, but evidently pretty good on that. Well, one-run victory for San Antonio, as Midland nearly had this ball game in their grasp. Now they lose 2 in a row. Jason Blanchard gets a win. Pedro Santos is the loss for the Rockhounds. And so far, that will do it for this evening. Well, from our sponsors to y'all's, this broadcast was pretty good as we end another one here tonight. Gotta say, we should be seeing the 2026 schedule coming hopefully by next week or so. But first week of August, we shall find out what happens then. Well, for all of us here tonight, our final score, San Antonio gets 2 runs on a single by Joshua Mears. And evidently, that was pretty good. Well, we go over your runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious San Antonio Missions. Walking it off here tonight. Final score 3-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for San Antonio. 2-7-0 for Midland. And Pedro Santos getting the loss for the Midland Rockhounds. Ryan Berger stayed in 7 1/4. He is tonight's player of the game. Winner on the mound, Jason Blanchard. The reliever gets that one here tonight. And so far, pretty good night thus far. Well, anyway, I don't think I missed anybody in the Texas League. I think everybody has played pretty good baseball tonight. But anyway, we want everybody to know that y'all are always welcome in. And thank our military for coming in to make it a pretty good night. And thus far, it has been a pretty good one. Well, in just 2 weeks from now, Military Appreciation Night will be back Wednesday in August as we take on the visiting Springfield Cardinals for the second game of that. And so far, pretty good. Well, anyway, final score, San Antonio 3, Midland 2, and we're into our after-game show, and so far, Bob, that was a pretty good night for San Antonio, wasn't it? Yeah, I gotta say, they came back and they won it just like that. And evidently, it was a pretty good night. Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. Well, for all of us, our game time tonight, 1 hour and 37 minutes. A live broadcast, which that is pretty good. We've literally had limited commercials, which that is pretty good, especially for Military Appreciation Night Wednesday. Don't forget Flying Chanclas coming tomorrow night and Friday. Saturday will be our post-game fireworks or drone show. Just depends how the weather is. If we do not get rain, then we will have our drone show. But if we do get a little bit of rain, we will have a fireworks show. I mean, just to be on the safe side, we don't want nothing catching on fire because that would be very bad if we shoot off fireworks and something accidentally catches on fire, which that would be bad. Anyway, kind of feel like my brother nearly putting a bag of popcorn in a microwave for 45 minutes, nearly trying to burn the house down. Yeah, I think you told me that story one time about your idiot brother trying to fix popcorn and evidently burn the whole darn sack. Yeah, and the fire alarms are going off too. But anyway, we thank you all for coming into our live broadcast. And so far, what a great night it's been. For all of us and our proud sponsors tonight, we got West Creek Trail Rides, Waterburger, and many others that are out there as well, such as our San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo. Don't forget, 2026 tickets go on sale tonight for the Stock Show Rodeo of San Antonio. And so far, get your tickets at SanAntonioStockShowRodeo.com, and you are good to go. Well, anyway, for all of us, we love to thank every single one of y'all for coming in, and a best special shout out to those in our live chat and to everybody out there that came in. Well, anyway, Flying Chocolate Taco Bell Value Night tomorrow night. Friday night is come spend your weekend with us with weekend baseball with the Midland Rockhounds taking on the Flying Chanclas until Sunday afternoon against the San Antonio Missions. And so far, pretty good on that. Well, I'm John Baker, and with all of us here tonight, final score, San Antonio 3, Midland 2, and that is tonight's broadcast. So long until tomorrow evening. Good night.